What's up you guys, it's Aisling and welcome back to my channel. That I would do a one brand tutorial today, and the one I am doing is Essence. It's been a hot minute since I did Essence. I think maybe about, I don't know, 6 months to a year. It feels like it's been no time at all because I think time has just gone by so quickly since we've been in lockdown and things like that, and you know, it's just been flying by. Anyway, we're going to put on some makeup on our face today and forget about all the woes of the world and just play with makeup. So if you guys are interested in seeing me do a full face of Essence makeup, then keep on watching. I really want to do something fresh and glowy and kind of like fresh makeup. Oh my god. I'm going to take the Fresh and Fit Awake primer and we're going to apply that all over the face. Wow, Aisling, don't know what you're talking about, girl. I'm nearly all out of this and it's been discontinued. I think you can still get it in the US. I'm nearly 1,000,000% certain you can still get this in the US. But unfortunately here in Ireland you can't. I hope you guys had a lovely weekend. Today's Monday here in Ireland. And I spent the entire day yesterday putting things up on my Depop. I haven't done Depop or sold anything on Depop in the longest time. And I just really wanted to preoccupy myself. So I said I would put up a few listings on Depop of things I had bought and not used, because I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I'll buy this for a makeup tutorial, and then I never use it. So I kind of sold, or am selling, a lot of those products up in Depop. I will leave my Depop link down below if you are interested. So I don't actually have an eyebrow pencil. I just filled in my eyebrows with a Catrice pencil that I had there. But I do have my Essence Make Me Brows. Sorry, I don't have every single thing for the face, but it's obviously a pandemic, so makeup's not essential. Unfortunately, I just have what I have in my collection. But I pretty much have a full face, so I'm just going to put this through my brows. This is the Make Me Brow, which is very similar to the Give Me Brow from Benefit, and I absolutely love this and I have done for years. I take the darker shade more so often than not, but it does come in a lighter shade as well. I just prefer the effect of kind of like darker brows. And because I'm going for like a glowy type of makeup look today, I'm going to take the Fresh and Fit Awake foundation. This is in Fresh Honey and I love the effect of this foundation. It's really glowy on the skin. It gives you like a really nice radiant effect to your skin, and because I obviously placed that primer down first, my skin is kind of glowy already. I'm sorry if you can hear like somebody drilling outside. Actually, it sounds like an angle grinder. I don't know what one of my neighbours is doing, but anyway, I'm just going to apply this foundation to my face. It's a little bit on the pale side. It matches my skin tone perfectly on my face, but my body is a little bit darker. I'm going to take the teeniest, tiniest bit of the Catrice Prime and Fine darkening drops just to darken this foundation ever so slightly, just so it kind of matches my body a bit better. This doesn't change the consistency of the foundation or anything like that. It just darkens the foundation, that's all. Oh, that's much better. Just a little bit darker. I don't want it like a ton darker. The worst thing about Essence makeup is their shade selections. They really need to expand. And then I'm just going to take my sponge and just blend all that into my skin, into my face. My skin is very dry at the moment. I've talked about this like at length. I have oily skin, but it's just really, really, really dry. It's actually a mix between combo, I would say, because I've like dry patches and flaky skin. That sounds gross, but that's just what's happening to my skin in lockdown. And then later on in the day, my skin is getting ridiculously oily, so I don't know what to do. I think I might need to exfoliate off all the dead skin, and I don't know. I need new skin. I totally need a facial. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the eyes next. And I have the Nude Edition palette, which I may use. I also have this My Little Copper palette, which I have used before in a few videos. So I'm not really sure which one I want to take today. I'm thinking I really want to do something quite subtle on my eyes, like more focusing on matte shades. So I think I'm just going to go between the two of these. So I want something matte, obviously, through my crease. So I'm going to take the second last shade here. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to apply it to my crease. So I just want something really, really soft on the eyes because I want to make this more skin focused, just because my skin is a hot mess. I want to make it look a little bit more glowy and fresh. I'm just going to warm that crease up just a slight bit with Pretty Rich from this palette, which is like a little bit of a corally shade. And this is just going to add a little bit of warmth. I'm then going to take this brush here, which is a Sigma E25, and I'm going to go in with this darker shade on the end here. I'm just going to pop that on the outer V of my eye. There's no point in zooming in, guys, because this is the most basic eye look on the planet. Just want to create a little bit of darkness on the outer corner, but not too much. Create like a little bit of a smoky wing out there, but I'm being a bit messy with it because I will clean up with concealer. I do not have an Essence concealer. I hate them, all of them. I've tried them all. So even if I could get to an Essence counter, I wouldn't be picking up one. So I'm going to take my Catrice Camouflage Concealer, and I'm just going to use this on the eyelid just to kind of clean up the inner portion of my eye. So next I'm going to take this cream shade on the end here, which is just a matte cream. It's actually a really nice little palette. It's actually quite good quality. Not that I was fearful, but it's better than I was expecting, to be honest. And I'm just going to pop that all over that concealer that I initially popped down. And I'm going to take this shade beside it, which is kind of shimmery, on the same brush. I'm just going to pop that into the inner tear duct of my eye, just to brighten up my eye. So I'm going to go back in with this Catrice concealer and conceal underneath my eyes now. And just clean up the outer corner of my eye. I will be purchasing another one of these as well as soon as I can, because I think I'm nearly all out of it. Okay, I'm just going to blend that all out as well on my face. To set my under eye area, I'm going to take my Essence Banana Brighten Up Powder. Whoa! Throw the brush at myself. I am after frightening myself. I'm just going to pat that on underneath my eye. Sorry for the amateur dramatics. And then I'm going to take this Essence My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder. I did a whole video on this and I wasn't really that keen on it, but I have been trying it since because every single time I open it, so I always give it like a little shake to make sure some of the powder has gone down. It always spills into the sifter. I don't understand. It's like the worst packaging ever. I've actually been liking the powder a lot more than I initially did. It has like a slight hue or slight like colour to it, but it doesn't give me crazy colour on my face. Like, it doesn't change my foundation or anything. It is in Too Nude. I like it a lot better than I did the first time I ever tried it. I think it was just the mixture of the powder and the actual foundation together. So my bronzer is my favourite bronzer in the entire world. I love this bronzer. It is the Sun Club bronzer. I have worn this bronzer for forever and a day. It's such a good bronzer. I think they've even changed the packaging. I have this particular one a while, but it is such a good bronzer from the drugstore if you want something really to warm up the complexion, and it just is a gorgeous shade for my skin tone particularly, and I just love it. I really love it. So I'm just going to bronze around the perimeters of my face. Okay, next up, contouring. So I'm going to take the shade in the middle here, which is Noble Tint, and I need to take ever so such a slight hand with this because it's extremely pigmented. Like, I mean, crazy. And I just want to go around my temples and just kind of into the hairline a little bit. I'm going to finish the eyes. So I'm going to take Essence Teddy Liner. I love this liner, and it's like Max Teddy Liner. It's a gorgeous shade. And then I'm going to go back in with this little palette that I was using, and I'm going to take the light brown shade first and place that all underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to take the darker brown shade that I used on the outer V. I'm going to take it on the same brush, and I'm just going to blend that out into the outer corner. I'm going to take mascara now and just apply it to my top and bottom lashes. This is the Bye Bye Panda Eyes. This is a smudge proof mascara. I think I used this once before and I wasn't like overly keen on it, but it's not like the worst mascara ever. I said I'd give it another try because sometimes it takes me a couple of tries of mascaras and things to really tell if I like them or not. because obviously when a mascara kind of dries out a little bit, it like the formula of it changes a bit, and I sometimes prefer that. Okay, so I just put some lashes on. These are the Allura Light from House of Lashes. I will link them down below. And now I'm going to put some blusher on. I'm going to take this gorgeous Mosaic blush, and this is in Natural Beauty. And you guys will know from watching me lately, I am so into my blush game lately. I love blushes. So I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks and bring it up under kind of neat my eye to give me like a little rosy cheek. And now I'm going to go in with the highlighter. So I have two highlighting palettes. I have this one here and I have the Glow to Go. I really like both of them. This is just the Essence Glow one, but the Glow to Go one I think is the one I'm going to take because it has this kind of bronzier shade here. I'm going to use that on my body, and then we're going to use the paler shades somewhere on my face. So let's get highlighting. This is really weird because I haven't done this in a long time. So I'm going to take my highlight brush and I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm just going to apply that along my décolletage. Is that what that's called? Just going to put that all there. And I'm going to take this shade here on the end, just along my collar or shoulder bones. Shoulder blades? My God, Ashling. And collarbones. So I just want to add a lot of, I'm going to just mix these together. Okay, so next I'm going to take the gold shade here, and I'm just going to place that up here on my face. Wow, it feels so weird putting highlighter on because I'm so not into it lately, but I just really wanted something glowy and bronzy today, especially because it's so nice outside and my skin really needs an injection of highlight. There is like a blush highlight in this, but I don't know if that'd be overkill. Let's just do it. Probably way too much highlighter. I think my body is like glowing to the gods. Okay, so finally I'm just going to take a lip liner. This is the first one that I found, which is in Big Proposal. Do I like this one? Yeah, I do like that one. The other one I have here is in Lost in Love. They're pretty much the exact same color. So I'm going to just take the first one, Big Proposal, and line my mouth. Or my lips rather. Okay, and then I'm going to apply this lipstick. This is the Velvet Matte lipstick and it's number 1. So I'm just going to apply this. I don't think I've ever used this. Ooh, it's a nice colour. I'm going to apply this lip gloss over top, which is the Plumping Nudes lip gloss, and this one is in the shade 01 Charm. And I'm just going to apply that. Okay guys, that is the completed bronzy glowy makeup look. I feel like it's quite fresh for this time of the year, especially since we're now into summer. Well, we're nearly in summer. The beginning of summer is usually around mid-May, I often think, and as soon as the May bank holiday weekend is over, I'm like, okay, it's summer. Summer is here. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I think it's everybody's. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If there's any one brand tutorials you would like me to do, please let me know and I will get on to it. I will talk to you very soon. I love you guys so much. Keep safe and keep positive. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.